The algorithm found you today to put you in front of me because you are different. You are wired differently. Whether you have been diagnosed or not, whether you even have an idea that you're different at a nervous system level, this video is showing you right now because the algorithm has figured out something about you, something about your behavioral trends, the videos that you watch, maybe even the amount of time you spend on certain videos. The algorithm has figured out that you would actually enjoy this because you're weird, you're different, you're strange, you're not normal. I am not normal. I've tried to be normal. Oh my God. I've spent so much of my life trying to fit in, putting on the suit and the tie, having the retirement account, getting married and then eventually divorced, which is oddly very normal now. Another topic for another day. I've done all the things to try to fit in, but I'm not normal. I'm wired very differently because ADD, ADHD, autism, these neurodivergent traits, characteristics, these labels, they're not deficits, disorders, problems to be solved, medicated, fixed. These are nervous systems that are gifted, that are wired and have evolutionarily adapted to environments that unfortunately don't exist for the most part in this world. But don't worry, that's not a problem because your nervous system is also wired to be a part of the shift, the great awakening, the change, the evolution of human consciousness. You see, our world is sick, confused. Humanity has been long treated like cattle. We have been built into a system that essentially is like a farming, industrial farming system, but it's not necessarily that, you know, we have some physical product that we are being sold for, though oof, we could get some deep rabbit holes about that, but that's not what this video is about. You have been harvested for your energy. All of humanity has been harvested for our energy, for our emotional energy, for our attention, which is our greatest asset, our greatest resource, and it is non-renewable, for our time. That is why you grew up on this planet where you've been forced to have clocks on everything, on all of your devices, on every wall, in all the schools, in all the buildings, there's clocks telling you that this is the right time and this is the wrong time. This is fast, this is slow, this is on time, this is late. But your nervous system didn't evolve in that type of environment. Your nervous system evolved in nature, in rhythms, in seasons, in dark and light, hot and cold, winter and summer. But this world doesn't care about you. This world looks at your nervous system, which is an ancient, maybe hunter-gatherer, tribal, nomadic nervous system. It is a nervous system that thrived on novelty and curiosity because that gave us the access to the resources, animals to hunt, new food caches, new herbs and medicines that might be somewhere hidden in the jungle or on the plains. You see, you have a nervous system that thrived in that, but you grew up in a world that doesn't care about that. So maybe you were medicated. I never was. Nobody actually ever recognized that I had this ADHD nervous system. Thankfully, no one ever labeled me disordered, but I guess I just had the certain perfect combination of trauma and mental and emotional conditioning and programming where I worked extra hard to survive. And survival for me was exceptional output, performance, grades. Maybe you're like me in that sense. Maybe you're a high performer. If you're still with me at this point in time, you definitely are somebody who resonates with this truth that you have pushed so hard to be successful in whatever society has determined. And it didn't work, did it? Burnout, addiction, divorce, dependency. Something or some things kept happening over and over again, and that's got you asking, it's gotten you typing in the search bar, what's wrong with me? How do I fix this? How do I deal with that? Why am I so alone? Why am I so different? Why am I not normal? Why is this so hard? Who knows? It's between you and your browser history. But you're here because you're different. We are different. But look, I'm not going to tell you right now that there's some sort of a hack that's going to fix your focus problems, that there's some sort of a different way of living that's going to make you fit into this society. No, that's not what I'm here. I'm here to tell you that you are not meant to fit into this society. You are meant to help build a better one. And not just one for neurodivergent people where ADHD, autistic, whatever people can just be okay and be happy somewhere else in the world. I'm talking about building a whole new way of living in this world that brings all people together, where we can celebrate and honor our true nature as God-created beings who are here with so much power, with the freedom to create as the Creator does, with the mission to live and experience and taste and touch and smell and build and live. Not because something else or someone else can siphon our energy, but because God wants to know itself, and it wants to know itself through us. And this planet has long been in a state of confusion. Humans, we have built systems to enslave us for the benefit of the few. And I mean, you have definitely watched a conspiracy video or two, you know, whether it's flat Earth or reptilians or adrenochrome or something like that. There's something that you have said, looked at, has gotten your curiosity going, because you look around and you're like, this is just not right. Look, I want you to subscribe to this channel if you made it this far, because there will be more for you. Not just, hey, yeah, I know you, I feel the same pain as you, though that is very important, and I do. But this channel is going to help you to give yourself permission to be weird, to be different, to be the visionary, the builder, the tearer down of walls, the one who came here to destroy the old and build something new. Or maybe just build something new while you watch the old burn itself to the ground. Because the way that things have been is not going to work anymore. In fact, this year, 2026, I feel like we're going to see a tremendous shift. Files being released, people being indicted, businesses falling, new businesses being built. Good or bad, I don't know, but you're here to help us move towards a better, brighter future. And your disorder is perfectly wired for just that. Look at the visionaries, the builders, the entrepreneurs. Most of them, whether they knew it or not, whether we know or not, were very on the spectrum, whatever spectrum. Your Einsteins, your Teslas, your Edisons, these people had nervous systems that made it so that they couldn't sit in school and be normal. No, they went out and they got jobs and they invented things and they tried and they failed so many times, but they were resilient. They kept getting back up because you too are resilient. That's how you've gotten this far. And so I want you to know that I am here also figuring out how do we become the best version of ourselves so that we can help to build a whole new earth, a whole new way of being, a whole new way of communing and relating. And I used to be so overly stressed and I would suffocate myself because I thought that I had to figure it out on my own. But I know that I'm here to help you remember. Because you are absolutely necessary at this time. Your disorders are your greatest gifts. All the things that made you different, all the things that you were masking and hiding are the things that actually need to be showcased, enhanced, given the proper environment and the proper space. It's just like this garden where these plants and these trees need to have the right combination of soil and sun and water, just like you need to have the right people around you, the right environments, the right ways of focusing. Maybe it's not a fluorescent light office, maybe it's something different, but you get to build that for yourself. You get to create that with other people. So it's time, my brothers and sisters. Now, I created the Mutant Academy because I knew that we needed a place to train together, to hone our abilities, to sharpen our senses, to free ourselves of the pain and the trauma and the fears. God, I spent 30 minutes before filming this video just undoing the fear about filming this video. I've silenced myself for too long, and I want to help you to make sure that you don't do the same thing. So, stick with me. Share this with somebody that you know needs it, and drop a comment, please, if there's any resonance. If you have been hiding or trying to fit in or masking or trying to be normal, but you know that just doesn't work anymore. It's time to free ourselves. And yes, there will be videos on how to do that. Yes, I will teach you the things that I have learned to help me free my own self, to reprogram my nervous system, to reprogram my mind, to understand my emotions, to honor the emotions, and also look at some emotions and go like, no, actually, this doesn't serve me right now. There's not going to be some pill. There's not going to be like one therapy session. There's not going to be one thing that you need to do in order to be that version of yourself that God needs you to be, that your soul chose to be. It's a whole new way of living. It's a whole new way of understanding yourself and experiencing reality. And it's my duty, my mission to help to create a new player's manual, a new instructions manual for your mind, body, spirit complex. And I will do my best. So stick around, and there will be more and more videos coming out to support you with that. And I'm going to drop in the links in some links in the description of some videos that I've already made that are there to help you with it. Some hypnosis, some breathing techniques, just some perspective shifts that can be beneficial for you. And dear brother and sister, I want you to know that I see you because I am you. I've been through this. I've been through so much pain, so much suffering, so much confusion. But this is the year that everything shifts. Yes, there's astrological alignments that are supporting with that, and energetic support that's beyond our mental comprehension. And also it's because you are going to choose for it to be different. And when you choose, not try, not want to, not desire, but choose to be different and honor that it happens one day at a time, one step at a time, you will create a whole different reality for yourself. That is your birthright. That is your gift. And we need you. So I'll see you on the next video, and please stick around because we need you. The whole planet needs whatever gift you are ready to express and share with all of us.